Ladies and gentlemen, Republicans in the House, actually in the Senate, have already begun the investigations into FTX. So Bloomberg, GOP's Hawley, wants Democrats' emails as FTX collapse turns political. Well, it turned political because Sam Bankman-Fried is the second largest donor of the Democratic Party. Interestingly enough, could you imagine really quickly, and hit subscribe to this channel right now, could you imagine if Sam Bankman-Fried or his Ponzi scheme funneled money to the Republican Party or Trump? It would be a never-ending discussion, investigation if the tables were turned. All you have to do is look at things from the vantage point of what if Biden had a dossier? What if Trump hired Giuliani to purchase a Biden dossier? How would Democrats react? Think about that for a second. And hit subscribe to this channel, H.A. Goodman's other channel, and the Stock Market Crash channel, and also to my new Patreons. Thank you. If you want to support my work long term, my Patreon is below. If you want to give a super thanks, the super thanks is below, next to the like and the share buttons. What if you had Hunter, for example, but his name was Donald Trump Jr., and Donald Trump Jr. was getting hundreds of millions of dollars and then giving it to Donald Trump, or I should say, somehow Donald Trump was getting wealthier because of the hundreds of millions that were going into shell corporations or fly-by-night businesses started by Don Jr., and we're flipping it, but that's what happened with Hunter. And his emails, then Don Jr. or Eric Trump lose a laptop with incriminating emails saying, how can you use your influence on our company's behalf? And then Trump forces out a prosecutor, and that benefits a company hiring Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. Flip everything, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see the corruption is actually, the epicenter of corruption is not Trump. The hysteria around Trump doesn't prove anything. It just proves that morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats are hysterical and apoplectic over Trump. They're accusing him of everything under the sun. But the money trail, the hundreds of millions of dollars go into Bill and Hillary's foundation. Beneficial treatment takes place. Christopher Hitchens was talking about that. He's a literary hero of millions. Philosopher, just amazing, awesome human being. Okay, the world needs Christopher. If Christopher Hitchens were alive today, well-known, famous polemicist, and was he right about everything? No, nobody's right about everything, but he was amazing. He would be viewed as an extreme Trump Republican, and he probably wouldn't be the greatest supporter of Trump, but he would probably either defend Trump from absurd allegations, leaps of logic. Oh, he was a Kremlin operative and he's the epicenter of criminality. But I mean, if you have think of all the people like Christopher Hitchens looking at the foundation and saying, okay, money is going into that foundation and Bill and Hillary benefit politically and financially. Money is going into Hunter's bank accounts, 150 suspicious action reports, according to CBS News. Money is going to FTX, and it collapses. Where's the money going to Trump? Where is this money? Where are the hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars in deals where Trump is benefiting and also giving people favors? Where is that? Oh, you could say, well, this happened in the Middle East, and okay, Democrats won't even investigate that. Democrats won't. They investigated January, and they found nothing, so now they have a special counsel to also find nothing. If Trump had a private server, think about this for a second. Just flip everything. If Trump had servers outside of the United States government, while at the same time owning a philanthropic organization, a foundation, whatever, that receives hundreds of millions of dollars from everyone on the planet, what do you think Democrats would say? But see, that's not the way things go. So I just want to It's really important to see things from the vantage point what if the tables were turned, if the roles were reversed? What if Trump had the scandals of Democrats? How would media respond? But here, FTX collapse looks bad for Democrats. This is Fox News. It's all over the news now. And then you have a situation where you're seeing now, like, no, FTX didn't funnel money from this country into Democratic candidates. I'm not even talking about that. But the fact, like, the Democrats are on the defensive now. Now, emails that went to Bankman-Fried are going to be subpoenaed. He's going to probably be forced to testify before Congress. Okay? And once that takes place, I mean, the house of cards, the corrupt, the entire edifice is going to come crashing down. You have Democrats rely on, like, Bernie Sanders, $200 million, cheating him and then taking his money. They rely on campaign, they rely on shady fundraising practices. You can look at FTX, the money taken from Bernie Sanders, the money that Clinton took from down-ballot Democrats that Politico talked about, the hundreds of millions of dollars that went to Hunter. You don't see that with Trump. Why is it that you don't see that with Trump? Okay? Because Trump's appeal is not dependent upon marketing or fundraising. Trump's appeal is his philosophy on foreign policy. He's against never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. People like that. People like Trump's foreign policy, which is he's opposed to endless military interventions. That's why when Liz Cheney voted alongside Trump 92% of the time in Congress, she didn't disagree with him on most policies. 92% of the time she agreed with him, but she's a proponent of endless military interventions, a Lincoln Project foreign policy, and that's the rift. And she worships media, and she knows she'll be elevated, and she'll take, she in her mind, she lost by 40 points in Wyoming, she can, save the Republican Party, bring it back to the glory days of the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld administration that absolutely tanked Democrats for 8 years. And the country, and started never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts around the world. But you look, ladies and gentlemen, and it's like the Democratic Party's second largest donor is going to be investigated, okay? Fortune, FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried was Democrats' second largest. Sam Bankman-Fried's implosion took down Democrats' second biggest donor, with it as party gears up to regulate crypto. So, the interesting thing, Bankman-Fried spent millions on Dem campaigns. Okay, he's also related to Democratic Party fundraiser, people within the fundraising apparatus of the Democratic Party. With Hunter and with FTX and with probably Tether and Binance and Coinbase and others, you're looking at a huge source. $40 million, no longer for midterms anymore, and he wanted to give $1 billion. But those emails, his testimony of officials, we don't really know the extent yet because media has been hush-hush. If this was anything linked to Trump, you would have every single one of the creditors, every single one of the, you hear about a union that lost $95 million, but then there's, the article, it's only a tiny fraction of the pension. It's like, okay, but $95 million is a lot of money. We don't even know the entire list of people that lost money because media just doesn't want to talk about it. But media would obsess over it. They would obsess over it if it was Trump. Wall Street Journal, Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX team among top political donors before bankruptcy. Founder focused on contributing to Democrats. It was the Democratic Party's second largest donor, and any Republican they gave to was a never Trump Republican. Okay, so Josh Hawley wants the emails from FTX. The House is also going to look into this. If you look, James Comer, top priority House Republicans, Washington Free Beacon, investigate Hunter and FTX. So you look, Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX cronies gave $300,000 to House committee members investigating him. So there you go. There you go. That's the Democrats, primarily Democratic Party. But he didn't give any money to James Comer or Jim Jordan. Give me your thoughts below. Josh Hawley now wants emails, but he's going to be investigated in the House. There are a number of articles talking about House Republicans, Jim Jordan, James Comer, and others looking at FTX investigations. In addition to impeaching Joe on Hunter's graft, because even Democrats don't even deny that there was graft. That's how corrupt. They don't even deny. They just think Trump is worse because they feel it. They can't prove anything in a court of law. You have all the money flows to prove whatever you want to prove the graft, or here, the Ponzi scheme in a court of law. And it's very interesting how Democrats benefit from this until these things collapse. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. FTX will be one of the major investigations in the Republican House of Representatives.